Hello and welcome to the cryptocurrency news channel. So I want to talk about ACALA again and why I think it must be could be an insider scam. And I'm going to tell you my thoughts on it. Now, I don't have any evidence. I'm not saying the feds should prosecute it, but I do think people should actually investigate into it. This was a stablecoin that essentially dumped from a dollar to a penny and then revived within 24 hours because they actually trapped most of the minted ACALA coins before they could actually get out. That looks really suspicious to me because you know why? If you were part of this insider job, you would have known and you would have set like a buy order for the stablecoin on somewhere like KuCoin, really low, picked up a bunch of those stablecoins and then sold them when it got back up to a dollar. Now, if you were smart, you wouldn't have sold 100,000 of these coins or something. You would have just bought like $100 worth of these coins, put a buy order really low because an amount like that wouldn't really attract any attention, and you would have made $20,000 over the weekend. I think that's a smart way for a developer to do that, and I definitely think that is possible. I mean, think about it this way. ACALA goes from a dollar to a penny. You set a buy order on KuCoin at like 1.5 cents for like $200. You get like 13,000 stable coins. And then when it goes back up like it just did, it's 96 cents again. You sell out again. That's like $12,000 worth of profit over one weekend. And the thing is, like, it doesn't even matter if they actually froze that specific address because your buy order isn't that specific address. It's such an easy scheme to actually pull off. And the thing is, like, your $10,000 isn't going to attract any eyeballs because it's a very small amount of money when it actually comes to crypto. I really, really think that is kind of like the way that these schemes could actually work. And I do think that, like, when you see a blip like this, a stable coin going to a penny from a dollar and then going back up to a dollar, those are the things that maybe like the DOJ or whatever should actually look at to see if there's like any people taking advantage of that dip. If someone is taking a huge advantage of that dip, buying like with multiple addresses, buying like a lot of the ACALA USD at 1 cent, and then selling later at like a dollar, you know, like they actually might be an inside job to, hey, break this news and then dip the coin to a cent so we can buy it. Now you could say like, oh, but they shut down the network, you couldn't trade. But remember, it doesn't really matter if they shut down the network if the coin is on a centralized exchange. Because KuCoin's ACALA isn't actually connected to the network. You could always trade and buy on KuCoin or any other coin. And if you look at KuCoin's graph, it actually did dump to like 5 or 7 cents before coming back to 96. And the thing is, if you were part of the insider team, you would have known that would have happened. And you would have lapped up a lot of the coins at the low price and get at least 12, 13x before it's all over. And I think if you had front knowledge that was actually happening, getting 12, 13x over the weekend is pretty easy, and that could easily be $10,000, $20,000. Like, these scams of $10,000, $20,000 are much easier to get away with than your multi-million-dollar scams because people don't pay attention to $10,000 to $20,000 on addresses that aren't actually related to the actual mint address. So the whole point of for a scammer that way, the whole point is not actually the mint address. They can like get those back. It doesn't really matter. It's like you buying extremely low when the coin dumps, and it's incredibly hard, if not impossible, to track that. But that's why I believe this whole ACALA thing could definitely be an inside job. And I can see like a lot of inside jobs like this. Like, you exploit a coin, you mint a lot of it, but the minting address actually isn't the whole point. The whole point is like the other stuff you're buying on the exchange once the news breaks and that price drops. And then like you recover most of it and the price goes back up, and then you sell when the price goes back up, pocketing the difference. So I definitely think like there's chance for that, and I think that's something that people actually need to look into. So let me know what you think. Like and subscribe, hit that bell notifications button. Thank you and have a nice day.